Hello, everybody. Smocter here, and today we are back with a quote Minecraft video.
Yeah, we'll go with quote.
Yeah.
So this is kind of a emergency video, I guess, so to speak, for Minecraft because we did something that honestly we probably should have waited till we had actual live com, but we were too bored and just wanted to do it anyway. So, for context, we are now in the said bastion. That's how fast my clip goes into it.
Yeah.
So,
So,
you go
we
ahead.
went to the Nether with the initial thought of just grinding stuff.
Getting levels, seeing if there's a fortress around us, the usual shindig.
Yeah. And T-Gig, on his wonderful adventures, I was busy trading with piglins. I had gold boots on, so I wouldn't get attacked, and I was just trading with piglins. And as you guys know, we use a capture card to, record these things. On Discord, you can stream your capture card. So at one point, T opens up into literally a giant open area, pit of
Yeah.
hell.
Yeah, it's basically a three-way intersection between a Soul Sand Valley, a Crimson Forest, and Nether Wastes. It was a
Yeah.
three-way intersection.
Looks over to the right and goes, "Is that a bastion?" And I look over at the USB and I'm like, "Yes, it is."
So, this little fella decided to dig 600 blocks to my direction to try to find me. So we could tackle this bastion together.
Because I knew, guys, that there was a chance that there's one particular bastion, I think it might be two, but there's one particular bastion I know for sure, spawns with nether wart. And since we couldn't find a fortress, if we found a bastion and it gave us nether wart, we could start making fire res potions and the nether would be less of a problem.
Yeah, but I don't think it was worth losing all your picks over it.
Yeah, well, I'll take that later. Anyway, but yeah, so that's why we entered the bastion. It was not because we were like already trying to say like, oh, let's go for netherite. Like that wasn't the goal. The goal initially was, can we get nether wart? Because if we can get nether wart, we can start brewing potions.
Saying that, we got everything but Nether Ward. That was at least an
Yeah.
interesting shindig. We did get debris out of it.
Yeah. So now, I will say this because I'm sure someone's gonna comment this. They're gonna be like, "Hey, you forgot about that." I realized later that yes, I forgot that you need blaze powder to power the brewing stands. Okay, so like I remembered that after we got back. I
Exactly.
was like, oh. So because while I was trading with the piglins, we did get a fire res potion, and I was like, oh, I can convert this into a splash potion for me and Fred to use. And then I
Nope.
realized that yeah, I'm aware we need blaze powder. That's still the stupidest fucking change Minecraft ever made, but I'm aware.
You call stupid, I call means you have to go back to the nether.
Anyway, regardless, where are we right now? Are you still at the entrance to the bastion?
Relatively, I'm slowly closing off the staircases and stuff that we're all like getting
Gotcha.
out so we can seal it in.
Yeah. So we started exploring this thing, and at immediate, I originally was just following Fred. That's all I was doing. But then later on, I knew that the nether wart spawned on the bottom, so I diverted the path. While Fred was sealing off his staircase, I was diverting the path downwards onto the side of the bastion and digging down is where I was going. So if you guys see me disappear, that's why. I was going through a different angle.
Well, and then luckily because of the player tracker, they kind of have an idea of where you are while I'm doing this.
Yeah.
Something.
So my goal was to get to the bottom as fast as possible and see if there was nether wart. That was the goal.
Yeah, because
So
and as you see here, I'm going about this very cautious and very gingerly, mainly because I almost have never been in any bastion period, so I don't really know how to go through this efficiently, so to speak. So if you see me trying to be like cautious and seal stuff up and all that crap, it's because I don't understand these bastions at all. Like I have yet to be in a bastion properly. Like,
Yeah, so this was technically both of our first official bastions because all the bastions I've been in have been either in a keep inventory world, so I didn't have to worry about dying. I just need to remember the coordinates,
yeah.
or I've slash located them just to look at them. So this has been the first proper bastion both of us were in.
Hey,
So
what a great time for our first bastion to be in a fucking keep inventory world. It's like Minecraft new. Oh, we gotta give them the full experience here.
also, if you guys see me like moving my mouth, it's because I'm have a cough drop in my mouth right now because I've been coughing and hacking this morning.
Yeah, so have I. So we're kind of we're pushing through, even though we're pretty well sick at this point.
So anyway, where are we at right now?
I just got the
Are
first
we?
chest from my section.
Yeah. So T located the first chest. I still was digging down, trying to figure out how to get to the bottom. Um, which eventually went kind of okay. We didn't really get hammered too much, but at this point in time, after T located the first chest, I got ambushed by 4 brutes.
Well, that's where they
And
were all spawning. I was wondering why I was so quiet.
yeah, so no, they all spawned on me, and I didn't realize that if you like the regular piglins will not attack you if you're wearing gold, but
Yeah, no, brutes
I
don't
didn't.
care. Brutes do not care.
Yeah, brutes do not care. But the thing I didn't know is if you attack the brutes, then the piglins will still get mad at you.
Yeah, because they're still counted as piglins.
Yeah, so I didn't know that part. So I nearly died because I got hit by the brutes twice, even with my shield. Because again, brutes have axes, so they knock your shield out. I got hit by the brutes twice, and that took me down to 3 hearts.
Well,
And
hey,
I'm like,
at least it's better than you
ow.
getting hit through a wall.
Yeah,
Because the first brute that came after me hit me through a wall, took 2 hearts away.
yeah.
Thanks,
So,
guys.
yeah, so I had to deal with like 3 or 4 brutes, and then the rest of the piglins came careening over. I managed to seal them in, so they're just kind of trapped in a little pocket. So if we go back there at some point, I think we literally have a pit of piglins that, as long as we're wearing gold, we can just trade with.
Oh,
Which is
was that the little like 1x1 square that I shot later when we got fully into the bastion?
you know what? That probably
That's
was.
probably what it was. Oh, that's funny. You went into a natural piglin trap and we had no idea.
I didn't even think about that. That probably was them. Yeah.
Wow, what a jerk move.
Yeah, I just left them there. I just was like, "True, you guys.
Here's your staycation home, guys.
It's a 1x1 block. Go to hell." Oh wait, you're already here.
Go to Super Hell?
Anyway, so I got careened, but as soon as I trapped the last of the piglins, there really wasn't much else left in the bastion as far as we saw.
Yeah, we
Uh,
went through a good chunk of it. I doubt we covered every single layer, but we got pretty damn close.
yeah. So, um, but like at this moment in time, it's like I trapped the rest of the piglins, and I was like, I'm still gonna gingerly go through this. So we still slowly just walled stuff off. Was looking for things, looking for chests. Um, seeing what we can get. Again, my like direct aim, because like if you see in the footage, like there are times where I just walk right past the chest. It's because I know that nether wart cannot spawn in the chest. It will spawn growing on soul sand. I could be wrong about that, but I've never seen it in a chest. Any bastion I've been in.
Yeah.
So, um, I was just trying to get to the bottom as fast as possible to get that nether wart. That was the whole goal.
Yeah, and to be honest, this bastion we took, oh god, we took it on like really late at night as well. So we weren't really fully like comprehending what we were doing. Honestly, like we did
Yeah.
this like what towards midnight almost. Like we were doing this late.
Yeah.
But yeah, like to be fair, with the fact that I've never been in a bastion and you've only been in ones that you haven't even rid properly, it's kind of hard to justify how we really did.
Yeah. So, and I'm gonna say this for the video's sake, guys, is that um we are not the kind of people, Fred nor I, are not the kind of people that like just jump into things and hope to God everything works out. So we are not one of those speedrunner people that just like careens down the bastion and then like eats the golden apples, really quickly equips all the armor. Like, we are not one of those people, nor will we ever be.
Yeah, in press situations I tend to lock up, so you know.
Yeah. So, if some of you are questioning, like, why didn't you just jump in and seal yourself in? We do not work that fast.
Heck, we don't work fast at all.
Yeah. So, have we gotten past the hoglins in your video yet?
Nope. I went to the top of the bastion and dug straight down, not thinking what would happen.
Ah.
So I'm coming back now, heading back down the staircase, and I think I'm trying to join up with you.
Okay.
Because the tracker is not helping. It's telling me you're up even though you're down.
Yeah.
But I think like once I meet up with you, because I dig straight to you.
Yeah.
So realistically, though, I think for our first bastion, especially in a quote unquote normal survival, I thought we did pretty all right.
Yeah. We didn't die. That's the big thing.
Yes, and we really took it gingerly. Like God, we were using some very ultra hardcore tactics to do this. Like
Yeah.
blowing stuff off, like making limited uncubby holes. Like we were going the whole 9 yards.
Yeah. Regardless of anything, we did get some good items, which will be shown here in a little bit. I also wanna like say on this, a bastion really is, in my opinion, a little bit more intimidating than going through a fortress, because at least with a fortress, you know what you're signing up for, and it's pretty streamlined at this point. Like, where's everything? Because if you're in a fortress, all you have to deal with is skeletons, blazes, and wither skeletons. That's it. And if it's in an open area, maybe a ghast or two. But with a bastion, while yes, only piglins, pig brutes, and hoglins spawn in there, the problem is you never know how many, and you never know where. And the fact that most of the bastions are always broken, and they can just pop out of a hidey hole in, no time flat, and just kick your ass in 2 seconds. That's what makes it a little bit more intimidating for someone like Fred and I, because with a fortress, we have long hallways. We can see what's coming. And like, yeah, you can turn a corner and be surprised by something, but with a bastion, you can have something fall on your head and kill you in 2 seconds.
Yeah, especially with how open a lot of these bastions are. You just don't know what's around the corner, whether that's horizontally or vertically. You don't know what's above you. You don't know what's below you. You don't know what's coming. And
Yeah.
saying that though, we got very lucky with spawns. I thought in terms of stuff.
Yeah, we severely lucked out. It seemed like all the piglins came careening towards us after I killed the first couple of brutes. Like, all the piglins just came running over, and then I seemed to trap them in that one by one. And we just really didn't have that many other problems. Like, you'll see here in the footage a little bit later that, like, we ran into a couple of hoglins once we got to the open area. Once we got to the center and we opened it up, that's when we started running into a few hoglins, but other than that, we really did not run into that much.
Yeah, And as you see on my screen, I just got the second chest, which was the netherite upgrade.
Yeah. So we did in fact get the netherite upgrade. I should also take this opportunity to mention, I am very close to getting me and Fred both Fortune 3 on diamond pickaxes.
I thought
I
you
got
did.
him a Fortune 3. Yeah, I got him a Fortune 3 after we came back from this adventure of the Bastion. So Fred currently has Fortune 3, Unbreaking 3, and I think Efficiency 4 on his diamond pick.
Something like that, yeah. I have to look.
Yeah. And then I'm currently working on my Fortune 3. I have Fortune 2 right now, and I have another Fortune 2 enchant waiting for me after I pull some iron out of the furnace. I'll have 26 levels, I can get Fortune 2. So I will have a Fortune 3 pickaxe by the time this does. So, as long as we grind diamonds, we can get ourselves diamond armor, we can replicate the netherite upgrade, and then when we get netherite, we will have everything we need for it. And gold is not going to be a problem whatsoever.
Yeah, we checked our chest before we logged off. We have like 7.5 stacks of nuggets, just the nuggets.
Yeah. So gold is not going to be a problem. It's going to be super easy to get. So I'm not too worried about that. It's just going to be getting the netherite, which the funny thing with me and Fred, and he can attest to this too, every time we're digging in the nether and we're not looking for netherite, we will run into it.
Yeah, I already found 3. Like, straight up, just for me digging, trying to find quartz and gold just for experience, I've ran into more netherite than I have blast mining. So that should attest to how just bullshit our luck is sometimes when it comes to finding stuff.
Yep. So
And we're
now
just about to pop into the bastion properly. I just killed 2 or 3 piglins.
okay. But yeah, so we did get the netherite upgrade, so that's where that came from, was getting it from the Bastion, which I was super stoked about, because now we can duplicate that, so we never have to go to another Bastion again if we don't want to.
Right.
So realistically, all we're searching for at this point in the nether is the fortress.
Right. And,
Which, when we find it off cam, we will wait and record us actually going into the fortress.
yeah, we kind of got bored with Wild Hearts, so we just kind of did some grinding, and we never expected we would run into the freaking Bastion of all places. Because if you keep track of our portal coordinates from the series, you'll notice that this Bastion is relatively 700 blocks away from the portal. That's how far we dug, and that doesn't even tell the whole story.
Yep. So, and again, prior to T-Gig finding this, I was trading with piglins. That's what I was doing. To just try and grind, like, get ender pearls, and if I can get fire res potions from them. Because the piglins give you fire res potions, which I did get one.
Yeah.
But, like, that was the whole reason I was in the nether. Fred, on the other hand, was there looking... You were originally looking for the fortress, weren't you?
No, I was trying to just get quartz and gold for experience. I wasn't even trying to look for a structure. And
Okay.
I just happened to dig out into that kind of intersection with the 3 biomes coming together, and sitting there in a cave system, basically, is the Bastion just sticking out like a sore thumb.
Yeah. So, it was one of those things that, like, it was not planned, guys. We weren't like, oh, let's record a Bastion today. It's like, no, this was not in our minds.
And we just started getting the Hoglin Horde, sorry.
Okay.
So, yeah, realistically, like, to be fair, this was probably one of the scarier things to do in normal survival, so I do not attest to us taking this very slow and going at it. Because we even though I was hosting the world, I was still getting hit through walls and glitching a little bit, so it was not easy to kind of deal with the lag that we had as well.
Yeah. And my lag on my end was just, like, there were some times where I was freaking out and thought I was already dead. Like, there were times where the hoglins were literally get hit and freeze in air for, like, a split second, and I'm like, oh, shit. Yeah, it got bad towards the end there, especially when we were killing the last hoglins. Like, there's one, I don't know if you guys will see it on T-Gig's perspective here, but there's one that literally dropped down from the ceiling while I was putting blocks out that started coming to attack me. I didn't see him until I heard the damage sound. I just started swinging. So, like, there was a split second where I didn't even see him, that he was attacking me. And then I managed to kill him. But that one freaked me out. That scared the crap out of me.
Yeah, and this was definitely a test in humility. We were way over our head. Honestly, doing this, we were way over our head.
So, and I guarantee you guys, there are most likely either one or two chests that we probably missed in that bastion.
I mean, we got
Because,
at least three, right? Three or four.
yeah, so like we got the one on our entry, we got the one with the netherite upgrade, we got the one on the bottom floor, we got the one on the middle floor, and then we got the one on the third floor. Because that was the one with the enchanted items.
Oh yeah, I got you.
Which we'll get to later. But I'm pretty sure we missed one on the top floor.
Well, and again, we can always go back and just see what happens.
Yeah. Yeah, so we can always go back and, retry it and, clear it out again. But, like, again, it was not part of the plan to even be here in the first place.
Yeah, we were just kind of doing our own thing, and then all of a sudden, bam, right in my face. Like,
Yeah.
There was no real justification for it. So, yeah, it's definitely a weird... It looked very weird as a bastion, for sure, because there's a lot of open gaps and a lot of stuff we had to be careful of. But the fact that neither of us have done a legit survival bastion before definitely amped the stakes in ways I don't think we were expecting.
Yeah. Also, fun side note, as I said before this bastion, I was trading with piglins. I did not realize when the Happy Ghast was added that the dried ghast item to spawn the Happy Ghast was added to the piglin loot table. I didn't realize that was a thing. So when I was trading with the piglins, they gave me 2 dried ghasts. So we have 2 Happy Ghasts ready to use for whatever in the overworld, which will make transportation a lot easier.
Yeah, that's for sure.
So, but yeah, it just like it's one of those things where I'm just looking at this going like, wow, I didn't know that they had the dry gas. So,
oh, and realistically, for our normal survival, we're the fact that we're in a bastion by episode 5 or 6, that's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Like, we've done a lot of grinding off cam, but we've really only been trying to grind for levels because, again, we want those level 30 enchants as fast as possible.
Yep.
And so the best way to do that is to just go to the nether and get quartz and gold.
Yeah.
Which I think that by the end of us grinding, because we've done a lot of off-cam grinding, I had like almost a stack of quartz blocks and still had extra. There was a lot of quartz I mined in the nether.
Yeah, so I think we got a good amount of quartz for a while.
Well, I mean, most of it's in block form, so unfortunately that's a problem, but...
Yeah, we're only going to use it for decoration. But, I mean, we could probably use that for a second floor building.
True. And, again, there's probably some quartz I missed out on, and we can always dig in the nether and find more. So it's like, it's not like we're, like, sapped of quartz in the nether.
Yeah, so we should be fine on that avenue. But yeah, where are we in the recording now?
About 7 minutes to go. We're just digging through, finding the 4th chest.
Okay. So yeah, but yeah, we honestly, I will say, just kind of as the last part of this is playing, kind of, we definitely lucked out with the bastion we got, just because of how little spawns there was. Like, it was not filled to the brim like most bastions are.
Well, and if you saw our nether episode, like, we had Piglin City when we came in there the first time. Oh my goodness, the Piglin hordes. Like, you thought it was 1.3 with all the zombie piglins just spawning everywhere. It was so ridiculous.
Yeah.
So,
that's
lack of spawns. It was crazy.
Yeah, that's why I'm keeping those gold boots on, guys, is because it just makes the pig ones not a problem, because they won't even look at me.
Well, then it was funny, because earlier in the recording, I looked over once, like, and there was like 17 skeletons in the soul sand. I'm like, oh, well, that's a problem.
Like, that we can't do anything about. And we're gonna avoid that.
You're gonna need a lot more shields with those guys.
So, and at one point, my shield did break in the Nether. So if you guys see, like, I have a shield at one point and then it's gone, that's because it broke.
Yeah. Well, and like at this point, like my shield is a one hit, so I'm not using it. It's like okay, I know I probably should, but like it just gets in my face, and I don't have a real justification for having it on, especially when I'm trying to speed it through.
Yeah.
Well, especially when there's
Yeah.
creepers to deal with, like the shield kind of is useless unless you're in a Soul Sand Valley.
Yeah. But no, if I'm doing the survival series, I have to go everywhere with a shield. Otherwise, I know I'm gonna die. There's just no way in hell I'm gonna live. Like, it's just a reliant thing that I have to have. So,
Well, I'm more concerned is I'm not going to see a hole where the shield is blocking, and I'm going to jump in the hole and die anyway. So it's like it's a catch-22.
yeah. But yeah, so overall, guys, we lucked out on the Bastion we got. And quite frankly, it was one of those things that we were expecting a lot worse than we got.
100%.
So, and to be fair, there may have been pockets we didn't get to that other, like a whole bunch of piglins were in, and we just didn't know because we didn't get to them.
So anyway,
But
I just started shooting at the hole with the piglins in it.
what was that?
I started shooting at the hole where the piglins were in.
Yeah. So yeah, that one by one hole, guys. On that was where I trapped the ones that were coming after me.
It's funny looking back on that now. I realize like, oh, you trapped those, and I just killed all four of them with a bow and arrow. Just. Oh Jesus.
You guys can see, like, I'm standing right below them, and I'm like not directly below them, but like they were right above my head, and I didn't realize they were up there.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Oh, but yeah, no. So we got through just fine. There really wasn't that much crap. Like there were 4 or 5 brutes on me when I opened up that hole.
And I got hit by at least one. So there was not like there was only like what 6 brutes then.
Yeah.
So
As far as we saw.
yeah. So it really wasn't horrible. We could have gotten a lot worse.
Yeah. So, and we got the netherite upgrade, which is the only reason to go into a bastion realistically, unless like you or me trying to find nether wart. We got the netherite upgrade. We can duplicate that now. We just need more diamonds, and we need more diamonds to make diamond armor anyway. So it's now just a question of grinding diamonds. That's all it is.
Right.
There's really not much else for us to do other than find the fortress, grind diamonds. The last recording, I had announced that I was working on that project of clearing that hill of all the trees and everything. I am making significant progress on that.
Yes, and you'll see that as I just got the ancient debris. You'll see that probably in our next recording, depending on when we do it next. But yeah, we've been doing a lot of grinding off camera. I've been turned into a nether mole rat essentially, doing a lot of stuff in the nether. And Jeremy's been turning into a deforestation hobby.
Yep. Who needs trees? Fuck them.
Don't say that to Lorax now. That's bad.
I speak for the trees. Yeah, well, I speak with my fist in your face.
Oh, jeez.
It's called my love language, violence.
We both had that in the pit.
Anyway, but yeah, so we, again, guys, just reiterating this because, I don't want to hear some comment later being like, you should have showed the whole bastion on stream or, on recording. Like, live recorded. It's like, we were not planning to be here.
Yeah, no, we ran into this at midnight, and our dead ass asleep brains were like, eh.
Yeah. So, anyway. But yeah, we lucked out. We got a nice bastion. Not really that. Like I said, I got knocked down to 3 hearts at the intro to this damn thing. But that was just because I had 4 brutes jump my bones.
Yeah.
So, there's nothing I could do about that. And then later on, my shield broke, so like there was really nothing I could do. But we lucked out. We did not have the crazy spawns normal bastions do, because normally you can look down and you'll see like 6 piglin brutes along with like 10 normal piglins all with crossbows, and you're just like, why?
Guess I'll die then.
Ugh. So anyway, we looked out on this. Have we looted the last chest already?
Yes, I just got ancient debris from it, so.
Yeah. And that's where we got that diamond shovel, right?
That was chest before, but yes.
Okay. So yeah, so that's where Tiga got the enchanted diamond shovel. That was not made. That was acquired. And then I don't think there was anything else. It was just another red upgrade, the enchanted diamond shovel, and I think that was it.
Yeah, we had a lot of netherrack left behind, but besides that, it was just that stuff.
Yeah. Realistically, we did not run into anything crazy in here. It's good we got the netherite upgrade. We got the enchanted diamond shovel, which was great. But we didn't run into anything crazy. Like, we didn't get a full enchanted diamond chest piece or, straight up netherite ingots. We didn't really get anything crazy out of this bastion, which is why I said it was one of those things where when we started exploring and everything happened, we kind of just looked at it and was like, that was honestly not a very profitable bastion. It was great and gave us a boost where we needed, but you look at some of these other bastion footages and you'll see someone like get enough netherite and the netherite upgrades to make a full set right then and there of netherite armor.
Right.
That didn't happen here.
Yeah, and the video has just ended, so I'm showing off Wild Hearts clips. So, but yeah, so realistically, we lucked out big time, like honest to God, and I think that was for the best because we needed a small bastion to give us at least something to profit from.
Yeah. So, we didn't show this on recording, but we'll probably really showcase this in detail the next time we're recording Minecraft. The Copper Golem update is added. Me and Fred have been very happy with the little guys.
Yes. I should probably show the picture of the one with the rose on its head.
Yes. We finally got the rare interaction between the Iron Golem. We spawned an Iron Golem inside our base, and he put a rose on the Copper Golem's head.
Yes,
so
I'll show that toward the end when we do the outro.
Yeah, so I was super excited about that, but we've been watching the Copper Golems go to work, and oh my gosh, they are so great.
Yes.
They are keeping our mess like so much more organized.
Yes, they're doing it much better than we ever could, honest to God.
So the only small critique that I will make, and if Mojang ever sees this, not that I think they will, but the only critique I would make about the Copper Golems is when an item does not exist in any of the chests, the Copper Golem will hold on to it forever. I don't know if that's intended, but basically the only way to get them to drop the item is to then put an empty chest in front of them and then they'll insert it. That's the only way to make them drop the item. You cannot use them, like, you can't left trigger on them as if you're using a furnace to make them drop the item. I tried. The wiki says that you can make them drop it by hitting use on them. That is incorrect. I sat there for literally 5 minutes with an empty hand, with a sword, with an axe, because when you use an axe on them, you can deoxidize them. So I thought maybe you had to use the axe to make them drop it. Nope. Nothing gets it out of their hand unless you put an empty chest in front of them. If they can't find where the item goes. Yeah. That needs to be changed. There needs to be a way to make them drop the item if there is no existing spot for the item. Otherwise, they just wander around with the item forever. So, I love them. They're great. They're fast. They're efficient. But that needs to be fixed.
Yes.
Anyway, do you want to do the outro?
Well, I guess. We just put the Copper Golem in the outro area. So let me just get back to that picture real quick, and we'll cut here a little bit. Alright. So, anyway. After literally thinking we were not going to have enough footage for 10 minutes of talking, we went for 40 minutes straight. So that's something. So, anyway. hope you guys enjoyed our rambling of just going to a bastion and then the random clips that I posted afterwards. But anyway, if you did enjoy it, hit the like button down below, subscribe to both channels for more content in the future. And as always, as we roll into the holiday season, I hope you enjoy yourself. Have a good rest of your day, guys. Later.